Hiya Dale, great to see you at the range again and do some further work on your swing. Just a quick recap on the key points that we covered. It's really all about accumulator 3, this one for you. It starts to load a little bit too soon, and then it continues to load all the way to the top, producing quite a laid off position with a relatively open club face. So too much rotation of accumulator 3, and then during the downswing, back foot went a little bit there, but there tends to be a little bit of a shifting of the plane to the left, presenting the neck of the club to the golf ball. It's a little bit too much outward movement rather than a little bit more linear movement. The top of the backswing position really is the key to all this. So the feeling that we gave you was that we wanted 0 rotation of accumulator 3 to P2, but then we want to really up the ante here, and we're going to have 0 rotation of accumulator 3 from P2 to P4. This is the feel, it's not necessarily what you're actually going to do. 0 rotation of accumulator 3, and that's going to produce a much more online, if anything, a shut and across the line position at the top, which is exactly the opposite of what we see at the moment. So the feeling for you is 0 rotation of accumulator 3 from P1 to P2. Hold that position and then feel 0 rotation from P2 to P4, just to emphasize that, because what we saw during the end of your session was that you were improving your ability to get to P2. P2.5 was pretty good, and then accumulator 3 really kicked in again, 2.5 to 4. So 0 accumulation, 0 rotation of accumulator 3 all the way through the backswing. The other thing we then discussed was this shifting of the plane to the left at the last minute, and one of the reasons I feel you're doing this, Dale, is because the ball is too far back in the stance. So there's 0 point left shoulder. The more back in the stance the ball is, the more of an outward hit we have on it. So a downward hit is an outward hit, and whenever we're hitting out excessively, we're going to hit big pushes. So what we tend to do then is, in an attempt to prevent the big push to the right, we start to straighten out that right arm too soon. You can see this is the back end of your session. Much less rotation of 3 at P2. Much less rotation of 3 at P3. And then there's a very late loading at the top, but even that is a better looking swing than what we're seeing on the bottom left. From there, starting to move in a little bit more of a linear manner. Not quite as much rotation, club's not out in front of me as much. Shoulders lining up and elbows lining up a little bit better at impact. A little bit less daylight between the forearms as you come through the hitting area, due to the fact that the ball has been moved a little bit further forward in the stance also. So less work or less loading of accumulator 3, and move that ball just a touch nearer to that left shoulder position. 2 balls in from the left shoulder will be an ideal spot for a 6-iron. Good luck with it, and look forward to working with you again in a few weeks' time. Well done.